My family, hi, welcome to yet another one. So you remember Brother Brandon, who became popular and famous due to the Trump assassination attempt prophecy?
I saw Trump rising up, and then I saw an attempt on his life. This bullet flew by his ear, and it came so close to his head that it busted his eardrum. And I saw he fell to his knees during this time frame. Then I saw people interceding I saw him winning the presidency.
So this and many other fulfilled prophecies have actually, made a lot of people to consider him to be a prophetic voice. Though he maintains that he's not a prophet, he prays, he tells you what God is saying is going to happen, and he prays for God to change things. So we've seen some things come to pass and some other things not coming to pass. And those things that don't come to pass, he says that, the Lord would have changed the outcomes and events. But one of the things that he said concerns this man.
Please. A great financial wealth transfer will happen with the Middle East, with the Prince of Saudi Arabia and Iraq and Syria and Jordan. All these major nations will rise up and become the breadbasket of the world. Financial stability like you've never seen before. And the Antichrist will rise out of this and show everybody, I have a solution to all everybody's problems. Even President Trump said, I really like this guy. I don't know why, but I really like this guy. Everybody's gonna like him.
And he has been saying this over the years, that they are grooming the Antichrist.
The things that will take place coming up out of, and you will see the Mahdi coming from there. That's what I've seen. I still believe he's MBS. The true Antichrist is being groomed behind a curtain, and there was demons making his face and was getting him ready. He wasn't ready for the scene yet, because the great restrainer is still restraining him.
So he has been saying that MBS is the Antichrist, that is his personal opinion. And he said this a day before this man came to the United States of America to have a meeting with President Trump, of which I'll actually share with you some of the discussions they had.
Everything was played before my eyes. The Lord allowed me to see this. But he said, I'm allowing you to see where you are right now. You're right here. And this little sliver of time is all you have left. There's a 7-year tribulation that's about to begin. We see tomorrow that the Prince of Saudi Arabia, who I believe is the Antichrist, comes to the White House tomorrow to talk to President Trump. I thought, look, MBS is coming. Well, Brandon, I don't believe I don't care what you believe. I really don't. Well, I believe it's in Europe. Well, you just keep believing it. You keep watching. You just keep watching MBS. You keep watching the Mahdi.
And my family, the things that were discussed between the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia and President Trump, the things that they actually made public, they actually now make it, believable. All these things that Brother Brandon is actually saying, they are beginning to be believable. Honestly, I don't believe it 100%, but I'm starting to gravitate towards what he's saying because, what kind of a man makes some promises as this?
We believe having a good relation with all Middle Eastern countries is a good thing, and we want to be part of the Ibrahim Accord, but we want also to be sure that we secure a clear path of two-state solution. And today we have a healthy discussion with Mr. President that we're going to work on that to be sure that we can prepare the right situation as soon as possible to have that.
I think I don't want to use the word commitment, but we've had a very good talk on the Abraham Accords. We talked about one state, two state. We talked about a lot of things in a short period of time. We'll be discussing it further too. But I think you have a very good feeling toward the Abraham Accords.
Yes, definitely, Mr. President. We want peace for the Israelis. We want peace for the Palestinians. We want them to coexist peacefully in the region. And we will do our best to reach that day.
So this one was very interesting. And he went on further, to promise some financial assistance and, investments in the United States of America.
Today and tomorrow, we're going to announce that we are going to increase that $600 billion to almost $1 trillion of investment, real investment and real opportunity by details in many areas. And the agreement that we are signing today in many areas in technology, in AI, in earth materials, magnet, etc., that will create a lot of investment opportunities.
So you are doing that now. You're saying to me now that the $600 billion will be $1 trillion.
Definitely, because what we are signing, it will facilitate that. And
I like that very much.
So my family, this man is actually saying they're increasing their investments in America, from $600 billion to $1 trillion. And President Trump is saying that he is appreciative of all these things, that are happening. Very interesting.
He works hard. No, that's great. I appreciate that. That's great. We're doing numbers that nobody's ever done. And in all fairness, if you didn't see potential in the U.S., you wouldn't be doing that.
Definitely.
You don't want to lose money.
As you said, Mr. President, it's the most hottest country in the planet. But what you're creating is not about opportunity today. It's about also long-term opportunity in the state of America that will affect American economy positively in the next coming decades, preparing the right foundation of emerging technology.
Wait a minute. Let's actually listen to that again, where you talked about, the foundation for emerging technologies.
American economy positively in the next coming decades, preparing the right foundation of emerging technologies. That's a game changer for America in a good way, and we want to be part of it.
My family, hearing this stuff from him, these are major red flags that cannot be ignored, And the following clip I'm just going to share with you, where President Trump actually defends him, actually, solidifies what Brother Brennan was saying, prophetically, saying that, President Trump will say that he likes this man.
The Prince of Saudi Arabia will rise up and become the breadbasket of the world. Financial stability like you've never seen before. And the Antichrist will rise out of this and show everybody, I have a solution to all everybody's problems. Even President Trump said, I really like this guy. I don't know why, but I really like this guy. Everybody's gonna like him. Everybody's gonna like him. He's just a really nice guy. People say, Brandon, I don't believe it. He seems like he's kind of goofy or whatever. Folks, are you expecting the Antichrist to show up with a sign that says, I'm an Antichrist, have big AC on his head, tattooed with devil horns and a red cape, going, haha, I'm Antichrist?
So it becomes more interesting, my family. Let's listen to this exchange between President Trump and this ABC reporter.
Is it appropriate, Mr. President, for your family to be doing business in Saudi Arabia while you're president? Is that a conflict of interest? And Your Royal Highness, the U.S. intelligence concluded that you orchestrated the brutal murder of a journalist. 9/11 families are furious that you are here in the Oval Office. Why should Americans trust you?
Who are you with?
And the same to you, Mr. President.
Now, who are you with?
I'm with ABC News, sir.
You're with who?
ABC News, sir.
Fake news. ABC fake news. One of the worst in the business. But I'll answer your question.
Thank you.
I have nothing to do with the family business. I have left, and when I've devoted 100% of my energy. What my family does is fine. They do business all over. They've done very little with Saudi Arabia, actually. I'm sure they could do a lot. And anything they've done has been very good. That's what we've done. We've built a tremendous business for a long time. I've been very successful. I decided to leave that success behind and make America very successful. And I've made America more successful by far than it ever was, and that it ever could have been, no matter who was president. There would be nobody bringing in $21 trillion, that I can tell you right now. As far as this gentleman is concerned, he's done a phenomenal job. You're mentioning somebody that was extremely controversial. A lot of people didn't like that gentleman that you're talking about. Whether you like him or didn't like him, things happen, but he knew nothing about it, and we can leave it at that. You don't have to embarrass our guest by asking a question like that.
Just you ask, Mr. President, you allow me to answer. I feel painful about the families of 9/11 in America, but we have to focus on reality based on CIA documents and based on a lot of documents that Osama bin Laden used Saudi people in that event for one main purpose, is to destroy this relation, to destroy the American-Saudi relation. That's the purpose of 9/11. So whoever buying that means they are helping Osama bin Laden's purpose of destroying this relation. He knows that strong relation between America and Saudi Arabia, it's bad for extremism, it's bad for terrorism. And we have to approve him wrong and to build our relation, to continue developing our relation. It's critical in the safety of the world. It's critical against extremism and terrorism. About the journalists, it's really painful to hear anyone that been losing his life for no real purpose or nothing illegal way, and it's been painful for us in Saudi Arabia. We've did all the right steps of investigation, etc. in Saudi Arabia, and we've improved our system to be sure that nothing happened like that, and it's painful and it's a huge mistake, and we are doing our best that this doesn't happen again.
Mr. President,
Thank you, Mr. President. The Crown Prince has been instrumental in helping lifting the sanctions on Syria. Will there be any joint investment between the U.S. and Syria? And will you visit Damascus?
Are you from Syria?
No, but
Where are you from?
I'm from Palestine.
Oh, you're making a lot of progress, huh? Very good. Well, they like me. The Palestinians like me. The Palestinians are doing very well, actually. I think we're working very closely with a lot of people to make everybody happy, including Israel, the Palestinians, and everybody. That's very interesting. No, I think that I will tell you, the Crown Prince called me, and he specifically asked me if I would lift the sanctions on Syria because he wants to see Syria make it. As you know, the leader of Syria was just here. We had a great meeting, and he's a strong guy, and I guess you need a strong person to run it. And I think Syria's made tremendous progress. We did lift the sanctions at the request of the Crown Prince. Also, the president of Turkey, Erdogan, called me specifically. He said, you know, if you don't lift the sanctions, Syria doesn't have a chance. If you do, they have a very good chance. And between the two of them and some others, I lifted the sanctions. And the results so far have been pretty good.
So my family, I don't know about you. You do share your thoughts in the comments below. But I just seeing major red flags, you know, in all these things. Firstly, with regards to President Trump, you know, how he is moving, and also how this guy, this MBS guy is also moving. These are major red flags. So I just want to hear what you think. You know, we'll continue. We'll take up this discussion from here in the next couple of videos we'll upload. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. God bless you.
أعتقد أن أوروبا الجديدة هي الشرق الأوسط. المملكة العربية السعودية في ال5 سنوات القادمة سوف تكون مختلفة تماما. البحرين سوف تكون مختلفة تماما. الكويت حتى قطر على خلافنا معاهم لديهم اقتصاد قوي سوف تكون مختلفة تماما بعد 5 سنوات. الإمارات، عمان، لبنان، الأردن، مصر، العراق والفرص التي لديها. إذا نجحنا في ال5 سنوات القادمة سوف تلتحق فينا دول أكثر، وسوف تكون النهضة القادمة في العالم في 30 سنة القادمة في الشرق الأوسط إن شاء الله. هذه حرب السعوديين، هذه حربي اللي أخوضها شخصيا، ولا أريد أن أفارق الحياة إلا وأرى الشرق الأوسط في مقدمة مصاف العالم، وأعتقد أن هذا الهدف سوف يتحقق 100%.
الله يعطيك طول العمر يا سيدي.
Because I was standing back, but I was like watching a movie. It was very strange. And I saw this man in Berlin, and all the world leaders were behind this table. It was a round table in Berlin. It was a big, like an office, looked like. It was this brown table, and there was chairs all around it. And all of these big leaders, world leaders, were all behind this big table. And this man, I don't know who he was at the time. I do know, you know, later on I'll tell you. And all of the people were asking him for a solution to all the rioting, to all the craziness that was going on. And he was instructing them on what to do. He had all the wisdom. He was very powerful in demeanor, the way he carried himself. He was a Middle Eastern man.